How's it going, everyone? It's David here. I have a little bit of a different kind of video here for you today. Today we are going to be building the Coaster Dynamix Nanocoaster of the steel curtain at Kennywood. So this right here is the box that it comes in. You can no longer buy this at Kennywood, but you can buy it off of Coaster Dynamix website. The last I checked, I believe it was $35. So yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of a build through here today, and I'm gonna take you along for it. Before we do that, let's take a look at the box here. It says Kennywood Steel Curtain, the easy to assemble miniature replica Coaster Dynamix Nanocoaster. And then here on the back is what it is going to look like. Actual assembled model, you build it yourself. Coaster Dynamic Nanocoasters are miniature replicas of the world's most iconic thrill rides, manufactured from high-quality stainless steel and constructed on a laser-cut acrylic base. These easy-to-assemble models require no glue to build. Just punch out the parts, insert them into the base, and bend the tabs to hold the coaster in place. It is that easy. And just right there is some stats for the steel curtain in real life. Now, this is not the first nano coaster that I have built, nor do I think it'll be my last, because the steel curtain in Kennywood kind of mean a lot for me and is a majority of the content on this channel. I thought might as well do a little build through. It's not the type of videos that we have on this channel, but try something different, and I hope you enjoy it. Alright, let's get things started and open up the box. So this is what came inside of the package. Right here are the metal plates with the pre-cut track and supports for the ride. You pretty much pick it out, and then you would assemble it here on this base. And to help you follow along, you have to do certain sections in a certain order. They have instructions with pictures to help you guide along. So without further ado, let's get things started. First thing that you have to do is to remove the protective layer on the base. Now it is a little bit tricky because there are some small areas to pick off of. I have found out that using the cap of a pen, especially one that has a tipped point right here, actually works out pretty good. If you use something too sharp, it could puncture the base, but you do need something strong enough to help puncture it, to help peel it off. And I feel that this has actually worked in the past for some other nano coasters that I have built, and it certainly worked for this one. So without further ado, let's actually start building the steel curtain nano coaster. So here is the first constructed piece on steel curtain. Basically what you have to do is cut it out of the metal sheet here. I highly recommend using some really micro precision scissors like these. And then once you cut out your piece, on the back side you have to fold the little metal tab so that it stays in place. It may be hard to see on the camera, but there are little outlines on the base that you have to follow along with. And like on the instructions, you have to do it in a certain order. And with a ride like steel curtain, this is going to be pretty complex with a lot of structural work. So this may be the most complex nano coaster that I have built to date. But other than that, let's continue onwards. The best thing to do is probably to only cut out one piece at a time, because if you cut them out all at once, then you might lose what piece you need next. And like I said, you need to do certain pieces in a certain order to get it just right. So without further ado, let's continue building the steel curtain Nanocoaster. Okay, so I have done the first 5 steps now, and as of right now, I got mainly like the low portions of the ride. Right here will be the station. Working backwards, this is the brake run, cut back. Right here would be about the corkscrew, and then the step up, and then down here we have the flat straightaway, as well as the step down leading into the sea serpent. About halfway done now. But now it is time to go into the higher, more structural portions of the model. Right here I have just completed the lift hill going into the first inversion. This was so far the toughest portion to build because this whole portion right here was one long piece, and you had to bend it in such a way that it fits into the little pegs. And you also had to work around the pre-existing structure that you already worked out. So this section definitely took me the longest, but I think it turned out pretty well. The last thing we have to build is now the banana roll. As you can probably see, I'm having quite a difficult time with the banana roll. I think I got the shape right, but it's just placing it in the pegs in just the right amount of space. And the way the indents are, you have to get it just right each time. So this last piece for this model is pretty difficult, but I shall continue. So I'm still working on the banana roll here, and just to get it just right, I had to get a little mini flashlight. So hopefully this will help me. Alright, here we are. Just completed the banana roll. Took a lot longer than I thought it would, definitely the hardest part for this Nanocoaster model. So right now I'm going to take the precision scissors to help straighten things out and make it neat. We're going to build the station really quick, and then I think we will be done. And here we are. I think the steel curtain Nanocoaster is now complete. So this here is a completed steel curtain Nanocoaster, and I think it looks pretty sharp. This is, I believe, the 4th Coaster Dynamix Nanocoaster that I have built, and I would say this is probably the most complex. Mainly because, as I predicted, it was so compact. The banana roll right here took me a good 15, maybe even 20 minutes on its own. This took me about an hour and 15 minutes to complete, which is the longest probably took me to build one of these. Most of them that I have built have taken about 45 minutes, even as low as 30 minutes. So if you are a fan of steel curtain or Kennywood or coaster models in general, I definitely recommend this. Now obviously it is not a working model. It is more or less a tabletop piece that you could have at work or at home. But I think it looks very, very sharp. The stainless steel with the black track and the L supports really pops, I think. And it's definitely a really cool souvenir. So that is my video of building the Coaster Dynamix Nanocoaster of the steel curtain. I enjoy building these, and I thought I might as well record these as well. So I know this is completely out of left field, what I normally do here on the channel, but if you enjoyed it, thank you for watching, really. And if you want to see more of these, just let me know. I'm most certainly happy to do more Let's Builds in the future. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it and subscribe for future videos. With that being said, thank you all for adding, and I'll see you next time.